everyone, my name is Kalpit and welcome back to Science Hub. Today we are going to discuss about cybercrime. Contents: what is cybercrime, motives behind cybercrime, types of cyber attacks and different types of cybercrimes. So now let's begin with what is cybercrime. The exponential expansion of computer technologies and the internet has spawned a variety of new criminal behaviors and has provided criminals with a new environment within which to operate. So cybercrime involves the use of internet, computers and related technologies in the commission of a crime. Or we can say that any crime which is committed by using computer, internet or any other digital medium as a tool or a target. Cybercrime includes technologically specific crimes that would not be possible without the use of computer technology, as well as traditional crimes committed with the assistance of a computer. Let's begin with motive behind the cybercrime. There can be four motives: financial, ideological, political and prestige and curiosity. Financial is when the attacker or an adversary wants to make money directly, for example by an attack, or indirectly by selling malware or ransomware service to the company. Ideological is when an attacker or an adversary wants to harm your reputation or deny services to our customers to further their propaganda, can be considered as ideological. In political is when the adversary or an attacker wants to benefit from knowing the next move or most intimate secrets of a particular organization. And lastly, in prestige and security, when the adversary wants to compromise your security of the organization or fund, it can be considered as prestige and security. Now, it's not necessary that there are only four types of motive behind cybercrime. There can also be more. Now let's move to types of cyber attacks. There are two types of cyber attacks: insider attack and outsider attack. Number one, insider attack. Insider attack is when a person with authorized system access perpetrates an attack or carries out an attack on a network or a computer system. It's called as insider attack. Insider attack is also known as insider threat. Insider attacks can affect all computer security elements and range from stealing sensitive data to injecting viruses in a system or a network. However, to protect organizations against insider attacks, Internal Intrusion Detection System (IDS) is used, but deploying such systems is not an easy task. Rules must be established to ensure that unintended attack warnings are not triggered by employees. An example of insider attack is in 2008, a noteworthy insider attack occurred when Terry Childs, a network engineer for the San Francisco Department of Telecommunications and Information Services, altered the city's network passwords, blocking fiber WAN access for 12 days. Childs was found guilty of felony network tampering. The work required to regain system control cost the city of San Francisco $9 lakh, and 60% of city services were affected by the insider attack. Number 2, outsider attack. An outsider attack is initiated from outside the perimeter by an unauthorized or illegitimate user of the system called an outsider. In the internet, potential outsider attackers can range from amateur pranksters to organized criminals, international terrorists, and hostile governments. Attacks such as replay messages and eavesdropping fall into this classification, and coping with these types of attack is fairly easy by using traditional security techniques such as encryption and digital signatures. A digital signature is a digital code which is attached to an electronically transmitted document to verify its contents and the sender's identity. Generally, most of the cybercrimes which are committed by. Now let's see the types of cybercrimes. Number 1, social engineering. Social engineering is an art or a technique used by attackers to manipulate users of computer system to reveal their confidential information that can be used to gain unauthorized access to a computer system. Number 2, hacking and cracking. Hacking can be defined as gaining an unauthorized access to a computer system or a network. A hacker is the one who does the hacking. Cracking occurs when a perpetrator seeks to gain unauthorized access to a computer system in order to commit another crime, such as destroying information contained in that system. Hacking and cracking both are different in a way such as hacking is only gaining access to a computer system, while cracking is gaining unauthorized access as well as
committing some another crime such as destroying the information. Types of hackers. The three most common types of hackers are white hat hackers, black hat hackers, and grey hat hackers. White hat hackers are the one who are authorized or certified hackers who work for government and organization to perform penetration testing and identifying loopholes in the cybersecurity. They also ensure the protection from malicious cybercrimes. They are also known as ethical hackers or cybersecurity experts. Number 2, black hat hackers. Black hat hackers are also known as crackers. Black hat hackers can gain unauthorized access to our system and destroy vital data. They are considered to be criminals and can be easily identified because of their malicious actions. Number 3, grey hat hackers. Grey hat hackers fall somewhere in the category between white hat and black hat hackers. They are not legally authorized hackers and they work with both good and bad intentions and can use their personal skills for their personal gain. Number 3, skimming. Skimming is a method used by attackers to capture sensitive information from online payment forms such as email addresses, passwords, and credit card numbers. Skimming is done by attackers using skimmer, which is a device used for skimming, which is attached to the ATM machine to steal credit card information. This is the image of a skimmer which was attached to the ATM machine. Number 4, phishing. Phishing occurs when individuals deceive others by posing as legitimately established enterprises so as to steal users' valuable personal information such as account data and credit card information. For example, if an individual hosts a fake web page of a legitimate website to steal someone's data, it can be known as phishing. This is the web page of a fake Facebook page. Number 5, cyberstalking. Cyberstalking occurs when an individual repeatedly harasses or threatens another person through the internet, email, or other communication devices. When engaging in cyberstalking, an individual may harass or threaten someone to the point that the person being stalked fears for his or her well-being. Shannon Mary Mitchell, a 17-year-old senior at Vanguard High School in Marion County, Florida, was arrested and charged with aggravated cyberstalking. Mitchell was accused of posting photographs, contact information, and sexually explicit information about her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend on a pornographic website. Her actions resulted in the 15-year-old girl receiving phone calls and text messages from individuals seeking sexual encounters. Number 6, DOS and DDoS. Full form of DOS is denial of service, while the full form of DDoS is distributed denial of service. With a denial of service attack, the criminal seeks to prevent users from using a particular service. Typically, a network server is bombarded with more authentication requests than it can handle. In distributed denial of service attack, DDoS, occurs when a perpetrator seeks to gain control over multiple computers and then uses these computers to launch an attack against a specific target or specific targets. Number 7, online gambling. Online gambling is transmission of sport bets or wagers via the internet, which is federally or legally prohibited. Number 8, illegal online sales of prescription drugs and controlled substances. This include online sales of prescription-only drugs either without a prescription or with an illegitimate prescription. Thank you.